we on early this time as well? This never happens. Set up, set up, set up, and so on. Bloop. Alright, got my game maker and stuff set up. I'm going to scream at everyone that I'm streaming, and then we can get started. Where did my tab go? Oh damn. I found it. Yes, it's a me. Hello me. Doop-de-doo. See, there's one viewer there. I assume that's me. I'm always not 100% sure when I see one person there. I can't tell if it's me watching my own stream or if it doesn't count me. Alright, I've yelled my channel at all the main servers. I feel comfortable doing that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, work was a little tiring today, so we'll see how long I can keep this up for today. But hopefully it can last a while. Yeah, I know one of my friends just asked if anyone had played Barotrauma, so we'll see if we end up devolving into that if I'm too tired. I should be good to code for at least 3 hours, so we'll see how we go. Anywho, there's not many people here yet, but I may as well get started. Especially considering this will get on YouTube at some point, so I don't want to keep those guys waiting. I see this one person's joined us. Hello, welcome. Screen. What's my screen? Boop. Alright, now to work out where the hell I got up to last week. What are we doing here? Goes inside. What? Where are we? Oh, hazard pit. I was making a pit. That's right. How are our pits working? They're not. They are so not. There's nothing working about this pit. Oh dear. Alright. I got some problem solving to do. Okay. So instead of falling into a pit and then taking 1 damage and being put beside the pit, we are now not being put in the pit, spinning like crazy, and then exploding. Close, but not all after. So how are we doing this? Create a pit. The end of the step. Seeing if we collide with a car. So get our pit, get a circle from the center. So our hitbox doesn't reach all the edge, that's fine. We check if there's a car in that circle. If there is a car, and this list is saying, and we don't have this car already inside the pit. Okay. Makes sense. I'm actually a little curious how this works, because this is only... I think this only gets one object, but what if there's like multiple cars colliding? Might have to look into that a bit later, because if there's already a car in there and someone else drives into the pit, they should both fall in the pit. It shouldn't be like I'm more concerned if like I drive my car into the pit, and another car comes in after me, it does its little collision circle and checks if there's any cars there, but it's only returning one car. So if they see my car's there, they just return my car and not the other car, and then they just see, oh, they're not, oh, they're already inside. Just skip. Hey, it's Serge. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you here. Must be pretty early for you. Earlier, I think. Yep, we're just getting started. How are things in the Surge land? What are we doing? Damage the bottom of the car. If the car's still alive, this is gonna turn into false later. That's a bit there for debug. Okay, so it can't move. Put it in the center of the pit. Make it face up. And turn off physics. Seems fair enough. And add to our queue of cars. And just a list of cars inside. Or should this be queue as well? I guess you can't search for queue really. I mean, I'm sure you could. It is just a linked list, I suppose. Yeah, so if you haven't seen the game before, Surge, got a little demolition derby game. It's gonna crash in a second, but yeah, we don't worry about that. We hide that over here. Yeah, we got our funny cars that drive around. You can bash into each other, deal each other damage. You can run into all these crates and obstacles and stuff. Little speed boost over there, that works. And last week we were trying to work on this pit thing, but it's giving us issues. Should probably need to watch that again. What exactly is it doing? That's his over there. Oh, I don't know if that's giving us any useful info. It's really done some pretty crazy shit. Yeah, it's been funny crashes, yes. You know, it's still a bit of a buggy mess right now, but I think that just kind of adds to the fun of it a bit. Like, I know there's at least one spot where there's a hole in the outside wall, like a perfectly car-sized hole, so you can just slip through it if you're really trying. So the driving into the pit, indeed kind of a game without at least one game-breaking bug somewhere. Well, hopefully when it's done there shouldn't be any game-breaking bugs anywhere, but for now that's where we're at. Oh yes, we'll get rid of them eventually, yeah. Alright, so right now, it seems when they're driving into the pit, they get put into the pit for like a frame, and then they get sent back to where they were before they entered the pit. Then they get released from the pit and start spinning like crazy. Then they get teleported back into the pit and then they explode. And then the game crashes because they're trying to access the car that just exploded. So there's a lot of issues there. um, hmm. The crashing part's a little worrying because that implies that either the car is in two pits at once or it's in one pit twice. Because really, if there's only one instance, like, so every time they run into a pit, we store what cars are inside the pit, and then that pit can't have any more of the same car in it. That's just so while the car's just sitting on top of the pit, it's not counted again. But every time they fall into the pit, they take 1 damage. If if they're already dead, they can't fall in a pit. So you can't add a car in after they've already died. But if they die and then they try to access it again, that implies that they're in two places. Because after they're dead, they can't be added to a pit anymore. But while they're alive, they could be added to two, and then one could kill them, and then the other one's looking to deal damage to them, but they've already died. I'll check if it actually looks like it's possible for it to have hit two pits. It looked like it did teleport over here for a second, so I think he was in both of these pits at the same time. Potentially. Which is very weird. Actually, hang on, how much bottom health do they have? Because it could be a little off what I'm thinking. Also, don't know what all these numbers I'm printing out are, but I'm sure those are important, I guess. No, I was printing out health before, I don't remember anymore. See how much bottom health they have, because that tells us how many times they need to get hit before they explode. Hopefully give us a bit more insight. Create events. I think this is the bottom. So right now the cars have a health value for each face. So if you run into someone with your front, you take front damage and they'll take wherever you hit them damage. And most hazards deal damage to the bottom, so you can't get hit by mines or pits very often. So they've got 2 health, so likely they fell into the first pit like normal. Then I think there's some shenanigans where they fell into the pit next to it, then glitched back out and got put into another pit. Right, so they ran into the pit circle. Not on the list, so they come in here. They damage the bottom of the car. Then they are still alive. The visible will be false, movable's false. Set the position in the pit, which obviously wasn't happening because I was still sitting on the side. Set image angle to 0 and physics active to false. Is the pit made out of 2x2 tiles, or is it made up of 4 different 1x1 tile parts? They're all their own different, like this object hazard pit, there's 4 of them sitting next to each other on that one. So if you touch 2 of them, you would be put in 2 of them. the actual image of it though is part of the background. When I generate the level, I put random pits that are based on this tile sheet we have down here, and then over the top of the background pits we put like little hitboxes that detect if they fell in. And then all the spots that don't have pits just have this little like rocky thing. Alright, but so actually pretty sure, yeah, when we kick a car out of the queue, we put it to the left of the pit. So if they fall into the right pit and they get put into the left pit, they'll just get thrown straight into another pit, which is something I'll probably deal with later. But so this is an issue, but not what I'm going to deal with right now. But if he falls into that right pit, they'll get moved over to the left pit and they'll fall into that pit. But I think, like when they ran into the first pit, it's not actually keeping them in that pit. It's putting them back to where they fell into the pit. So they fell into the first pit probably, they got teleported to the second pit, fell in that one, but it didn't keep it there, it put it back to where they were, and they fell in both at the same time. Seems like it happens when the car touches two of the pits at once. Sorry, stream delay, haha. It would happen if it touched two pits. I'm not actually 100% sure how GameMaker would handle that. If uh, if these end steps like run together, like on two different threads or something, you could 100% be put into two different pits at once by touching them both. But if they go through an order of objects, then they probably just throw them in one pit, and then the other one doesn't have a car to be in their hitbox anymore. But yeah, if a car enters two hitboxes of pits at some point, they will fall in both pits. Right, so yeah, so the idea of trying to avoid that is that as soon as you fall into one pit, it's gonna yoink the car away from everything else and put it in the center of the pit. And we'll have like some falling animation or something. But it's not doing that, which is a problem. Yeah, so here's where it's supposed to do it. When it damages the car, it's supposed to put it on itself. But I think it does do that briefly. Like, I think if we play it again, I think this guy like briefly teleports to the center of the pit and then comes back. I think we saw it a couple times there. But I don't know why they keep getting kicked away from where I want them to. Is like if they spend even like a frame outside of the pit, they can fall in another one. Like we need to make sure they get in there and stay there. Having said that, if I just put the car on a side that didn't put them immediately in another pit, we probably wouldn't even have that issue. Unless you got the perfect drive in between two pits. um... Does... What's this? Draw end just draws the little lines around the car. So I don't think that's an issue. I'm worried the car's doing something after falling in the pit that sets them back to where they were. I'm not seeing it. End step should have an after step. turns movable off and turns physics off. Maybe I need to turn it off in a different order or something. Like, I turned physics off all the way down here, maybe I need to turn that off first. That didn't work. Hmm. Dang indeed. Also not sure why he's spinning so fast as well. Do I need to reset an angular speed or something? Is it like an angular velocity? Stop spinning. Still spinning. Maybe can put these up here. Maybe they still have velocity applying to it or something, and it shouldn't be. Spin go burr, indeed. Car fidget spinner. It's not changing shit. Perhaps someone else has encountered this before. The best kind of fidget spinner. Do not try this at home. Well, you're referring to the digital kinds. Not sure if I played with a digital fidget spinner before. Alright, this guy's a grenade. Let's make a sticky grenade. Oh, no one, no one responded to it. Sad. No help from the community. Might have to logic our way out of this one. I don't think we're gonna get much help. Use position X. Use to set or get the X position of the object. How about we try using that instead of I was gonna actually re-enable physics, but I think that's a poor idea. Pretty much the whole reason we're disabling physics here is because I don't want another car trying to drive into a pit to collide with a car already in the pit and bounce away. I think that's a little goofy. Position Y. Yes, maybe. Pretty please. That holds its position better. Doo doo doo. Maybe I just need to swap this out with everywhere I've got X and Y. All good, Serge. Enjoy your taking care of something. That is a lot more what I'm looking for. Probably don't need these then. So, visible turn to false, movable will be false. Set the position, rotation, and turn off physics. Hello, it's Andre. Welcome, Andrea. How you doing, Andrea? Danielish manual, indeed. Hello, Pamels. Everyone joining in now. Serge is also here, Pam. So you can say hi. Although, yeah, there's so many options to pin the message. Lots of crashes I see every time I run the game, yes. I suspect two pits are trying to deal damage to the car at the same time, but one of those pits kills it, and then the other one tries to find the car that doesn't exist anymore. So, Chromebook mad. Oh dear. Be mad at Google, but what are they gonna do? Yeah, I think we need some debug. Can I print a queue? Maybe. There's no error line though. Did that actually print out anything meaningful? Ref DSQ3. Thank you. Alright. Done it now. For loop time. How do I get the list size? I can't get the queue size. Yeah. Hang on, we'll work this out. Wait, hang on. This doesn't even remove a car from the list, so should never fall back in. Thought that was an issue we had before, but they clearly exploded in what the pit they initially fell into, right? I use this actual error instance for this object. Step 1, ds list find values. Could potentially be trying to access it, like just because it's in the list. So maybe I just have to get rid of it from the list. Maybe everything's working fine. So list. List. Find index. There's a lot of things to fix today with these pits. So many crash. What's this return? Returns a real. Returns value of a pure function is not being used. With this function, you can check the given list for a value, and the position within the list for that value will be returned. Okay, so need cars inside. Well, hang on, we need to we need to remove this from the list. So ds list delete ID and position. I don't know why you need both. Oh, sorry, you need this one. Need that. We put this in here. Not colliding car. We need leaving car in here, and that should work. I don't see a crash. That's improvement. Blink. Wee. Doink. Ooh, I would like it if they moved them inside before splooting them. Just so like you're zoomed in on the pit. Or even maybe deal damage to them like as they're gonna leave. Because if eventually we're gonna have a pit animation, I want them to be teleported in, like fall for a bit, and when they hit the bottom they'll explode surely. So instead of all this damagey stuff here, I just want this. Oh, all of this. In the layer below. And this shit over where we return it. That goes there. Leaving car. I'm gonna set this to false. Check for cars falling in. Check for cars leaving. Remove from stored. Damage car. And this stuff should only happen if they haven't just been destroyed. That's not what I meant. Alright. Bloop, 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 bloop. Alright. I think I made a blink animation for the gob, and it's looping over and over, and he looks like he's tweaking the fuck out. Or like his eyes blinking, so he's just like... That'll be some freaky gobs. Maybe it's an intimidation tactic, that's how they get their money. Yep. Hyper blink mode, yep. All you need is hyper blink and hyper hat mode at the same time. So we're not crashing anymore. Probably the next thing to fix is this. I've added this type variable, which I'll have to look at where I define it again. But that's supposed to tell me what kind of tile it is. So if it's like a bottom left of the pit tile, or just a single pit tile, or like a top of the pit tile, and that'll tell me where I should put the car. So, because if it's the bottom right of the pit tile, I don't want to just dump it to the left of the pit, because then it falls in another pit. And I probably want to angle them differently as well, so they're not pointing towards the pit. Maybe they're pointing directly away from the pit. So position the car. This stuff all looks good down here. The car back up to run. I don't think I'm concerned about rotation until I get down here, actually. Leaving car. Alrighty. I think in level is where I define the types. Just a bunch of crazy code going on. So what are we doing? Here's where we create the pits. Set the type. Oh lord, I'm gonna have to scroll all the way through this method now, aren't I? I created the generation, I shouldn't have to look at this again. Okay. So I assume 10 is like normal floor tiles. Actually, it's probably just its position here, eh? This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, 10 would be just a floor tile. Then 1 would be single pit, 2 would be top pit, 3 would be this corner of pit. Okay, so we're looking at 3, 4, 8, 9. 3, 4, 8, 9, 3, 4, 8, 9. 3, 4, 8, 9. Case 3. There's no other size pits yet, so we're just worrying about 2 by 2 pits right now. We'll generate other ones later. 8. Case 9. So 3 is that way. I think for 3 I'm gonna put it to the left. Make sure we break after these. To the left. To the left. If it's to the left though, probably want to make it face away to the left. So physics rotation minus 90 surely makes it face left. Can test this quickly. Bloop. That's weird, it seemed like it drew me before. Alright, that's a better death thing. I'm happy that worked. But it seemed like I was like off angle before going visible again, which is very strange because oh, actually I reckon all this physics stuff applies after all normal logic. I reckon if I add another line here saying image angle equals minus 90, I reckon this is gonna get overridden by this, but after the picture's been drawn. So I reckon it's gonna draw it correctly this time. Because like you see it flash up briefly there pointing the wrong way. Which means it's made visible before... Alright, that time I was in the wrong position but I was facing the right way. So I reckon if I go leaving car, like replace all these with X and Y stuff, it'll render correctly for one frame and then it listens to the physics stuff. So I need both of these set to the same shit for it to look smooth at all. Obviously this guy won't look smooth because he's going into the wrong corner. This will only work for top left corner right now. Was I rendered somewhere else before? Or was I good? That won't show me, I'll just die. My eyes don't work this quickly. No, that looked like that was first frame that time instead of me seeing me in the pit and then over here. So I reckon that's a success. It'd be kind of funny if I faced them in towards the pit every time, so if they just held it up, they'd just fall back in again. But alright. I actually might leave a note above this saying what I'm doing. Using fizz versions doesn't work for the first frame. So assigning both it is, I guess. Alright. Alright, 4, that's top right. I'm gonna put it up top, I want to have rotational symmetry. So X stays, Y is minus 32, because negative should be up. Physics rotation 0, so they're facing away. I'll just do all of them now, it shouldn't be that difficult, now that I know that this works. Alright, 8 is bottom left. If we're following symmetry, going left, up, right, this one should be down. So we want to add Y for this one. Add Y and 180 for our angle. I'm just going to copy this top one. I'll add our comments. Up top. Down bottom. To the right. Alright, to the right we'll be adding to X, and we'll have positive 90 as our angle. This should just work now. Alright, let's see this guy. That's correct, but I think just reverse back in. Should put us down. Yes. Correct. This should just kill us, but... That's pretty funny that they just reverse back in. Alright, top. Yes. Awesome. Mine. Boom. Awesome. That's a long way from teleporting the fuck everywhere, turning into a fidget spinner, and then exploding and crashing the game. Way cool. We'll throw all this stuff in default as well. Why did that not? Please stay in here. Default left. Actually, there's only one other tile that doesn't, that I wouldn't want to be left. Because that one you could pop out left, that one you could pop out left, that one you could pop out left, that one you could pop out left. It's just this one. But we'll try and make it so you're pointing away from the hole. So like if you're on the end, go to the end and point away. Like not to the side. Although it would make more sense if you got thrown out the same way you came in. We're not gonna do that right now. I'll tick this. I'll tick this one for moving the car to a safe position with bottom damage, because I think that's good now. I actually won't worry about any of the other pit shapes. I think the pit we got right now is fine. We can add these later if we really want variance to our pittage. And obviously we can add more like you know, straight sections and stuff, so we can have random weird sized pits. Yeah, I think that's pit sorted. Goofy our car. Is something we can quickly look at? It's these pits are starting in the same place every time, even though they're randomly generated. Which is probably because I haven't seeded the random number generator. So I should probably do that. Seed RNG random set seed. Or do I just do randomize? Randomize? That sounds like something that does what I want it to do. It's not a pit where that guy immediately drives in now. That's a good sign. There's one over there. Yeah, that's good shit. What the? What? Right, so you didn't fall in that one, which is actually probably one of the things I was talking about being quite worried about earlier. Which was that this colliding car, this collision circle only returns one thing that it collides with. Which is very worrying, because if it collides with two cars, what happens? What ones does it return? But it seemed in that case they returned my car again, which is already inside. So the other guy didn't fall into the pit. I'm gonna quickly look up this function. Also, it's me on Twitch. Gah. How disgusting. Collision circle game maker. Oh, whoa. Collision circle list. That sounds like what we want. That looks good. Yeah, that's what we want. X, Y, something, OBJ enemy. What are we looking for? The radius, kind of object, precision, not me. DS list to use to store the IDs of colliding instances. Whether the list should be ordered by distance, true or not, false. I don't care about order. I can make a list. It's easy enough. Okay, we can do that. Colliding cars. Multiple. You DSList create. That's what we want. Colliding num. Colliding num is greater than 0. I believe that's what they did. Yes. This check should be later. So now we just check if there was a car that collided. Then we iterate through every car that collided. Iter is less than colliding num plus iter. Yes. Iterate through all collisions. Alright, now's where we check that the car's not already inside. Colliding cars. Alright, so we check if there was a collision. We store. Oh, actually, we haven't. we haven't set that up right. X, Y, how big, what object, precision, not me. Sorry, that's the wrong function still. Collision circle list. List and then ordered. So we want colliding cars as the list. And then I don't care about order. I don't know why there wasn't a semicolon there. I don't know why they were mad at me that there wasn't a well, I don't know why they weren't mad at me for not having a semicolon there. So now we go through all the cars. For each one we check, we go, is this new car inside our list of cars? If it isn't, it returns -1. So if it isn't, then we do all these things. Oh, sorry, not 2 tabs on these. Just one. Was it just one? No, it was 2. I was right the first time. Okay. Except every time it says colliding car, I gotta replace it with this. Bloop, 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 de bloop. Alright. It's not red, I assume that means there's no errors. Cool. So now instead of just taking like the closest collision and just leaving it there, it considers every car that ran into the pit. So in that case where that enemy was chasing me, it'll put us both in the pit. Which is important. Don't fall in the pit, please. Thank you. I need you to follow me into one. Come on. Going into a pit together. Shit. What? Did I hit the perfect in between 2 pits? Trying to index a variable which is not an array. What? Oh, sorry. I need to be special around these list things, I think. How to do this? Did I just need a hashtag? Did I do it in level? I know for grid I can access it like this, like I just put a hashtag. Just do a mini Google. DS list game maker. DS lists. It's recommended to use arrays over DS lists. Oh well. Or get. Oh, part of the specific functions listed below, you can all use an expression called an accessor to add or modify contents of your DS list. So I need what, a line? I don't understand why I need a line, but we'll give it a go. What's a line even mean? Mystery line. Alright. Let's see how that goes. We've added our crazy lines in. Well, they did. Seems to be working. Kablamo. Well, mystery line saves the day. Ah, don't fall into the pit, don't. God damn it. I need you for testing, car. Be better at the game, oh my god. Did I just spawn a pit on top of him? Oh dear. Poor car. RNG is not on their side. Alright, you coming now? Yeah, there we go. Come on. Shit. God, no. Ah. Alright. Why'd you... I didn't even... What the... Swear I'm not causing this. Alright, come on, we got this time, car. Come with me. Little concerned we might get like stuck in each other at some point doing that, but that worked, which is very good. Ooh. I reckon that's Pit's done. Pit's... That seem to be working. Seem to be working better than most things in this game now. Oh, sorry. I also got to point out the hole in the wall that I was talking about earlier. I don't think I fixed it. Pretty sure I didn't. But just do a little like a... So car's a little bouncy, so bear with me. But got a little, yeah, see ya. I should fix that, like now. Does it happen on the other side as well? Or is it just that side? Wait. Trying to do science here. Car. Can't tell if that was a gap or if that was that was just It's just jank physics. Or both. No, just poor speed boost. Never gonna be used. That part's got a wall. Can I recreate whatever the fuck happened there? Apparently yes. Way too easily. Oh dear. um. Interesting I could do it at speed too. Trying to work out why that's happening. So I'm actually like not handling collision. Like this is just Game Maker doing this. At least I believe this is my fault. Pretty sure I have done it on this corner as well. Hmm. It's following me. But yeah, I'm actually not sure why that's happening. Kinda gotta work out how to stop that. Should we'll tick off this next point on my list because I like ticking things off, and this one's easier. Oh, pit hazards. Tick. Crazy pits. Alright, crazy pits will have to come later. Fix Jank collision with hazards. Patch teleporting out of the stage. There it is. First damage for big impacts. Nitrous. Will damage more hazards. More hazards. Will damage. Okay. Functioning lights. Sprite based on new damage system. Create damage. New collision detection. Iframe flashing. Alright, iframe flashing. Probably reasonably easy. Hopefully. So we'll give that a go. Actually, I've got an idea how to make it reasonably easily. Might have to override draw method for this. My idea is that while the iframe timer is active, right? Oh, that is super late though. You should get some rest, Serge. Thanks for joining me for a little bit. I hope you had fun. No, I will try to find some maybe earlier time to stream. I know what Vree wanted to watch as well at some point. Yes, thank you, Serge. I'll see you on Discord again at some point. Alright. So yeah, my plan for this invincibility frame flashing is that while my iframes are still up, I'll get a I was gonna get like kind of every half a second it'd be on off just based on what the time from the start of the game. Like it's a better way to just like I might go you know, get current time, what, modulus 1000, and then if that's less than 500, be invisible. If it's more than or equal to, then be visible. And then that would mean every half a second you'd change whether you're visible or not. But, need to look up how to draw a sprite. Draw a sprite. Because usually it draws it for you, but if I override it, then I'll have to learn how to do it. Actually, I don't have to override this. There's no reason I have to go into the draw thing. I'm just flicking on and off the visible bit. So if we go into step, draw end obj car. Can I go in here? They destroy themselves there if they're dead. So, flash if invincible. If current time on iframe timer is less than iframe duration, else, oh, I want to make sure you're visible before getting out of iframes. So if I'm just flashing it like that, then I could just be invisible. Should be unfortunate. You can still fall into a pit when you're iframe, so you can't just wait till we're out of duration to make them visible, because then it can make you visible when you're not supposed to be. Though, I mean, I guess once the falling animation and stuff are implemented, then, the only time you should be invisible is when you're on iframes. Having said that, when I'm doing the animation, I don't want it flickering visible, invisible either, so probably in the hazard, you'll have to... like, kill your iframes. Dead. I think I could add a couple more, bit more data here. So we'll have this bit saying whether it's active or not. This is kind of important because it'll tell us when, like it just finished. This is false. Visible equals true. Equals current time modulus 500 it's less than 250. Let's see how that works. Does a lot of iframes. Need a bit faster than that. And I don't want to give him as many iframes at the start. You get 2 seconds of iframes. That's so much more than 2 seconds. Also, I think the blink needs to be like, you know, it's a quick blink, but it just happens every so often. So maybe this is more like a, you know, this kind of deal. Like this, maybe? Something like that. Yeah? Blink. Hello, panels. Still watching. Having fun? What are you up to? Oh no, I'm invincible. Aww. You know, I'll still be a while now. I've only been streaming for an hour, but hope being able to see me is a bit of consolation. Wait, actually, why am I invisible? I thought I put something in place to prevent that. Oh, I never set this active. That's true. Alright, now we should never be invincible. What? Sorry, invisible. Also, they just died. I don't get iframes from anything else yet. I need them to run into me. Oh, he's in a pit. Oh, I think that's good. I think that's good. I like being able to see when I'm invincible. Also, when I get more like pit tiles, I want pits like that to just merge. I think that would make sense. It'd just be a big pit. For that though, I'd need like a bottom edge and a top edge tile. All right. Well, I think that's good. Although thing we're a little concerned about, yeah, is that So as soon as you fall into a pit, I need to kill iframes. You're not invincible anymore. So like before anything, dot. Crap, what were the variables? Yes, iframe timer. Current time. Minus that's dot iframe duration. So that means it should be out of iframe time. And then iframe active needs to equal false, so it doesn't set it true again. It doesn't set visible true again. So yeah, iframes active is equal false. That's because if it's equal to true, then it'll set visible to true, which we don't want. Iframe time and iframe duration. So current time minus iframe timer less than iframe duration. We've moved this equation around a little bit. We want iframe timer to equal current time minus iframe duration. Current time minus iframe duration. Yeah, that'll get us out of there. Alright, so that should work in theory. You know, they say theory always works in theory, but not in practice. What are those eyes for? In the pit, quickly, quickly. Alright, I wasn't set visible, although I took a lot of damage there. Potentially, what, hit 2 bits of the pit at once. That time 100% did. Which means my pit yoinking out of the way isn't working as well as I'd hope. Yeah, iframe flashing's done, big tick. You pouring at me, Pemmels. Yeah, that means we might have to revisit Hazard Pit. Maybe it makes more sense. Right now I have a list of cars that are already inside the pit. And if they get a collision with a car that's already inside the pit, they don't add them again. But maybe it makes more sense for the cars to have a boolean saying whether they're in a pit or not. So then if any pit looks at a car and they go, oh, they're already in a pit, then they won't put them in the pit again. Which makes sense if you hit that collision boundary between 2 pits. One of them claims them and the other one goes, oh, they're already in a pit. Oh well. Because they're not necessarily in your pit, they're just in a pit. I think that makes sense. So create event in pit equals false. So for these pits, I don't care about cars inside. I do care about all these things. That's fine, and we still need a queue of cars, we just don't need the list. Alright, so he wants this. So use movement in pit. Equals true, sorry. Then later, don't need to delete it from the list. We tack it on the bottom. Unpit. Alright, so if they're in a pit, they got a boolean saying they're in a pit. When they get out of the pit, they get set to false. That means no other pits yoink cars from each other. I also have to get rid of this. Actually we don't have to get rid of that line. We can just check. Check that they're not in a pit. Yep. That should be good. Kinda hoping for a pit. Oh. Not set before reading it. What? Cars inside. Where do I iterate through cars inside? Here? Yeah. Oh, I don't need this. This whole method can go away. This was when my car was glitching around, so it was me trying to fix it. But I worked out what was going on. They're not directly above or below me. Kinda need to roll the RNG till I get one straight above or below me, because I can't reliably run in between two pits otherwise. I appreciate they can go straight up and straight down without clipping anything. Oh! Yeah! Alright, it works, it works. Good, good, good. I'm very happy with the pits. They're working so well. Alright, so hopefully this time I don't have to go back to the pits again. But iframes actually only work against collisions right now, it seems. It's fair enough they don't work for pits, because like, stop being a dumbass, don't drive into the pits. But for like mines and stuff, you know, iframes should probably apply. Not sure if you should be able to trigger them, or maybe just ride over it, but so we'll go if colliding car is not equal to no one. And not colliding car dot iframes active. So now we can just use this bool to see if they've got iframes, which is very handy. With this one I don't actually need the collision list because it explodes. although if an invincible car's driving over the top and they don't trigger an explosion, but someone without iframes is a little further away still in the hitbox, you'll grab the car with iframes and not the other one, which would mean someone would get away with not exploding the mine. I don't think we can allow that. Alright. Going back to Hazard Pit, but just to yoink some code. Ooh, what are they going to clean up? They're killing the queue. Good, 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 good. Yeah, that's the thing they were saying about try use arrays over lists, is because they want you need to use this destroy method if you're using some of their DS special things. Also, I like that if I hold middle click and like scroll this way, my mouse teleports to the other side. I just find that funny. I'm very happy with this pit. Did I mention that before? That I'm happy with this pit. It's working well. I like code that works. Alright. So. Right. Gonna chuck a big yoink on this one. Yoink. What were we doing? Well, mine. We're doing the mine. Alright. Boink. Alright. So, get a list of cars we collided with. Yeah, we get the position and all that. 14? How big is mine? 16 covers it perfectly. Alright, we'll leave it like that. Alright, so 6. Oh, not there. That's not where I clicked. 16 radius. Object car, true, and so on. Then, if we have more than 0 cars, go through all the cars. The car's not frames active. I'll just copy it in just in case I spelled it wrong. Then do all these things. Or actually, not quite that. We're close. Not quite all this stuff. This needs to go outside the for loop. We want to damage all the cars first. Which car explode? Want to damage everyone on it, and then we want to explode. Ooh, actually, it could be funny. Oh, it could be funny. So the other option is I do a collision circle for the mine, and it detects anything. So if anything goes on the mine, something happens. But after something goes on the mine, then it does a collision circle list that's just detecting for cars a bigger range than what it is. And then it deals damage to all of them. So if a crate gets pushed on, or a car trips a mine, it explodes, but explodes at a bigger radius than the picture is. I think that could be cool. And you could potentially also damage like crates and things around as well. You could blow up the crates. I kind of want to do that now. That seems pretty fun. Ugh. Alright, so if we're gonna do that, check if the mine is set off. Collision circle. X, Y, 16, any, sorry, all. True, true. Alright, if this collision is not equal to no one, so if something is on the mine, then we do this. Yep. Gonna make this double the size. So it damages anyone on their tile or anyone on neighboring tiles. Should be the same size as the explosion. It doesn't make as much sense that it's damaging the player from underneath though. Maybe I'll make it like 24 maybe. Ooh, what just happened? Variable object hazard mine dot colliding car was not set before reading it. Oh, I used colliding car. Where's colliding car? There it is. Yeah, sorry, I need to put that in there instead. Yep. Damn. It's a good testing opportunity if this guy runs into the mine. Oh. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. I'll go into the mine, go into the mine, go into the mine. I suspect that didn't hit me. Maybe 24 is too small. I think 32 is still fine. Actually, 32 as a radius isn't even 2 tiles. No, that's not that bad at all. If anything, I should level it up to 48. Ooh, getting zoomed into me, damn. Did that damage me as well? I can't tell. No, I was out of reach then, damn. Oh, this will at least go under 48. Shit, are we going 64? 64 by 64. How big was that explosion? I couldn't see. It's pretty big. I can't really tell if that was bigger than before though. Yeah. That's good enough, I like that. Actually, I want to set it off with a crate now. Alright, I need you to back off. Yeah, get in the pit. Yeah, you fool. I believe I can just tap this crate in. And it shouldn't break. Ah shit, that was wrong. Was I wrong? Nudging it in. Oh, that's cool. I like that a lot. Also looked like it hit me. Good, good. Oh, it doesn't give me iframes yet, hang on. When I do that script actually, that should give me iframes. Damage car face. Grants. Iframes. Car dot frame timer equals current time. That didn't work. Oh, sorry, that means that you trip it when you're invincible there. Actually, I think that's fine, because you control so hard with that. If you got your iframes and your friend nearby doesn't, you can trip the mine and blow them up. Oh, I think that's cool, I think that's cool. Did I spell iframe timer wrong? Is that the problem? What's going on? Surely I didn't. Oh, hang on. That shouldn't be that long. Why doesn't that do that? Why does it not work? And here we go. Script damage car face. Script damage car face. Car dot iframe timer equals current time. Oh, it doesn't have an underscore at the end. I'm getting goofball. Good thing I called that though. That's something you'd spent fucking hours looking for. I got him. There we go. Oh, this will kill me. But Pits should do it too now, I think. I look like they were flashing. That's good. Yeah. Lovely. Awesome. Ooh. And I'm gonna get a drink of water and I'll come right back. Happy with the progress I've made today. We can... I'm gonna tick iframes work. Just because there's nothing else here that really works, to deal damage yet. What does that even mean? You are a drink of water. Well, I'll get another drink of water to join me then, and then we can get back to it. I'll be right back. Alright, we back. There's another drink of water. Right, so iframes are working now. It's very nice. Have we got enough people to collectively vote on what do we want to do next? Or is this a what agi orientated stream? Because I think we do have a couple options. I need to get my phone out again. I know there's a... Oh, hey, there's an Andre. Yes, we can use an Andre to decide what we do next. I'll say hello. Cars are kissing. Alright, what's something we could do next? There's the forever dreaded improving how fucking working out what side collision happens. Crate damage will have to come after that. There's a bunch of artsy stuff we could do. Actually, I might already have a list. Hang on, from last time. Options. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's pretty much that's pretty much the options. So we can do the dreaded collision detection. Which that would be, I would get 4 physics objects and surround my car in it, and decide what side got hit based on that. Game loop and UI. Make a UI so you press play to play, and that generates a level. Then you play the level, and if you die, it says game over, and then you can restart. Or maybe if you beat all the enemies, you can say you win, restart. Or I got some art projects over here I gotta do. So I can draw more bashed car variants. So I think the idea is if I'm doing 4 collision objects around the outside, I could give them all sprites. So like the left side of the car would have a different sprite to the right side of the car, and you'd have different levels of damage on each side of the car. So it's so it's obvious when like your front's busted or your back's busted or something like that. And I think Hunter wanted brake lights and headlights, which isn't a bad idea. Randomly generate hazards is probably part of game loop. Actually, I think that's a prerequisite for game loop, but same. Well, I mean, hazards is what we did last time, I think. I think even more hazards is well down the list thing. Like past crazy pits thing. I don't think we need any more hazards. I think all the hazards we got right now is fine. When we get crates to work, of course. But yeah, so I can draw some stuff, draw some brake lights and stuff, and different busted sides. Maybe some better tiles to put on the ground and stuff. I may as well draw some more like pit tiles on there. I can work out car collision better than it is right now, because it's kind of hanging on by a thread. Like there's a literal line it checks if there's a car there. If the car hit you at speed and bounce you too far away in one frame, or hit you in a weird direction so they're in the corner, like the collision right now just wouldn't have a clue. Make a game loop UI, make it actual like game you can play. Like that would be fun. If I make that game loop UI stuff, I can like maybe post it up somewhere small, like itch.io or something, and then one of you guys can like just fuck around with it if you want. I probably want to remove a little bit of jank before that, or I could just say like, man, it came out today. Can't expect anything better. Can I open this in Paint? Actually, I want to scribble out that last option because it's kind of already did that. How much do I want more hazards? Might do a bit reorganization on the right here. If anyone watching has has an opinion on which one of these top 3 we want to do next, please feel free to speak up. Also part of the UI section, I think it'd be a good idea to have like a little diagram down the bottom right of your car or something. Or and you know, it just shows you like the left side's this damaged, the top's this damaged, the bottom's this damaged, etc. I think get the list organized fine, get the janks out first. Oh, so you got none of these saying get the jank out. Alright. Well, you can work out a bit of jank. No. Working out the collisions is... Oh, okay. Alright, we can do the collisions. The well-dreaded collisions. But yeah, I'll quickly reorganize this so I can put the jank stuff at the top. So I think most of this is sorted. I actually think I need to rename this, because I think my intention when I was putting this down was, like the mines. The mines, I didn't actually have a circle hitbox before, I had a square one, so I think I kind of finished that. I'll just put this as fixed Jankos collisions. What's even jank right now though? I think most of it's fine. Like really the jank is the walls. I'll fix the boundaries of the stage and then I can tick this off, I think. And we'll do improved collision, because that's part of the collision thing. Create damage can come later. I'm gonna group these together a little bit, so these are all hazardy stuff. Let me generate hazards. These kind of go together. That's an extra feature, that's an extra feature, that's an extra feature. That's a patch, let's throw that up the top. So both of these are talking about the outer walls. The outer walls are the biggest jank right now. More hazards, crazy pit, pitfall animation. I'll throw all this stuff down there. Watch a submit card picks to add to the game. That can just be at the bottom. If someone does send me a photo of their car, like I'll I'll have a work on it. But until someone does, I don't think I'm gonna be pestering people to send pictures of the car. I'm actually going to remove this task. The way that affects friction, I think that's going to be part of just new kinds of enemy cars. I think as I add new cars, I'll just add more mechanics surrounding them. Like I'll have a heavy car and then I'll add weight mechanics. or I'll have a bouncy car, and then I'll add bounce mechanics. Bonus damage for big impacts, yeah, that's good. Yeah, I think all of this stuff boosts the Nitros down, all new features, and all the stuff above is kind of fixing the game and making it playable. Might actually add. Oh no, that's kind of required. I'll shuffle the sprite stuff down below game loop because this stuff of course is very important, but like functioning lights is not not really required. Yeah, so we'll do our patches and our collision. These are really the important things, so we'll get those out of the way. Then we can move on to new things. That'd be nice. So actually we'll throw crate damage further up, because pretty much crate damage, all that's waiting for is this new collision stuff. So if we finish the collision stuff, we should add crate damage, because that's kind of completes that feature. Wall hazards and wall damage, I don't think we need right now. And to be honest, not even sure if I want wall damage. Just because it's kind of funny just like bouncing off things. So maybe you just want a bouncy game. I don't want to penalize people for being bouncy. Come on. We can decide on that later though, that's why it's further down the list. Alright, let's get to it. Right, so fix Jankar's collisions. We're gonna say that's the wall. We can drive around a bit, just make sure there's nothing else that's being shitty. You could potentially say that I could try and fix like that the picture of the wall doesn't like look like the hitbox, you know. So I could try and fix that. But the main one I was thinking of was this guy will get the hell away from me, damn. Was this? Like that's kind of bad. Wasn't even on the other side, was it? Anyway, so we create somewhere, yeah, here. All of here, that's such a long string of code. Alright, so what we do, physics create fixture. So we just make 4 fixtures for the walls. We just got rectangle at the top, right, bottom, left. That's our boundary. That's all we have. Playing with this stuff will probably fix both of these, but I need to work out exactly how I need to do that. So physics set box shape. So this is half width, half height, I believe, for some reason. So that's room width by 16. Upright, room height by 16. Bottom left, room height by 16. Maybe it's too high. So right height, the size is right. But perhaps it's too high up. Room height minus 32. That's weird. So that goes X, Y, all that stuff. It should be just like divide by 2 or something, no? Does the left wall exist at all? Just gotta check this out, hang on. Oh. It does exist, it's just not down here. That's so oh, sorry. Hang on. No, I remember this shenanigans. I remember the image angle screwed with this majorly. Like, if this thing is rotated to point that way, then, like, setting the position for the fixture is completely different. So this is 90, so it's like... So... I believe from there... Hang on. What? That doesn't make the least bit sense. Where's the center of OBJ wall? Just gotta see this. It's middle center. It's middle center. Oh wait, hang on, but we're using the corner one right now. Is this one middle center? Yeah, it is. So for the top left one, I created 32 by 32. So yeah, that makes sense. That's middle center. Okay, this makes sense. So we're saying it's room width wide by 16 high, and we're putting it at this is the middle of the fixture. So room width divided by 2, so halfway across the room, minus 32, minus 24. Why is minus 32 not 64? It doesn't matter, but... Wait, why is it minus anything? What? Because the room width y... Oh, sorry. No, the minus 32 is the offset. This is in relation to where the object is. So I've already put it at 32, 32. So to make it directly in the middle, we need to add room width divided by 2 and then minus the 32 back off. Okay. That's fair enough. And this minus 24 gets us to what, 8. So, my bottom left one. Setting at room height, 5 by 2, long, and 8 high. Well, sorry, room height, width, and then 16 high. With the idea that we rotate it at 90 degrees. So now it's pointing straight up, even though we said it was width. We put it at room height minus 32. It doesn't rotate the other way? It's 90 that way. Is then you're adding, going this way. Wait, why does it say room height minus 32? Is that supposed to be divided by 2? Is that the issue? Oh, sorry, no, this is where they're creating the wall. So they want the wall all the way down the bottom. Which makes sense. And you play the fixture. Wait, plus 32? Why would it be plus 32? No, this should be minus 32. Why is this one plus 32? What? What? Hang on. Man, this is why this is jank, because my mind struggles to get around this. So we made something room height long by 16 tall. We rotated, made it tall. We put it at 24. Apparently works. So put it to the left. What? Then room height. Does this just work? Can I just play this and the minus 32 have changed everything now? If you can't think it out, trial and error again and again. Can you just fall in the pit, green card? You're being a pain in the ass. Oh, almost comboed him back into the pit. What the shit just happened? This guy's showing me I clearly fixed that wall. Well, let's check the top first. Let's make sure I haven't just screwed over a different part of the wall. Yeah, alright. I appreciated having iframes there. Alright, green card's dead. We can poke all the corners. I'm willing to bet the glitching out is just hitting the corner, and I think there's two collision boxes there, and it just freaks the fuck out. Right, both of those had collision all the way to the end. I reckon there's just an overlapping in the very corner. There's two walls, which they don't like it when you collide with two, I think. At least that's what I reckon. In that case, I just gotta remove those corners, which there's a 16 by 16 square without overlap right now. So I need to take away 32 length to all of them. And that should be it, because we've set the center right, and it scales based on the center. So I just need to make them 32 less wide. Alright, so yeah, they're going room width divided by 2, but I need that minus 32. Minus 32. Minus 32. Minus 32. Hopefully that fixes it. Never mind. Just fucking just drove right out of there. Maybe that was too much. What? Minus 16? Alright, green car's dead. We can try and jank the shit out of this. Well, green car's gone. God, let me out. Gah. If that fixes it, I'm gonna be very happy, because I thought that that issue would be very hard to solve. Just by the nature of how jank it is. Let me out. Ah shit, it let me out. I wasn't supposed to do that. Hmm. I want to poke around more at that top left. I think the top left is good. Well, it might not be. Yeah, got mine, dumbass. Get duped. Anyway, top left. Like, this one just isn't budging. No, it is. Shit. I'm a little concerned that it has something to do with me running left into this wall. It bounces me backwards into this wall. And Game Maker's going like, what, you know, you were driving, you know, this direction before, you know, we worked out any collisions, and now you're in this block. So you just ran downwards into this block, so I need to put you on top. That's what I'm concerned the issue is now. In which case, I don't know what to fix what that is. It's kinda really dumb if that's the case, but... Hmm... Look, honestly... I think there is a fix. It's just, like, if the wall just doesn't end in a corner, then there's no corner issues, surely. Question then becomes, if I cut off the corners and make it so, like, you know, the stage is just a rectangle with, like you just chopped off all the corners, could you still get that issue? Or are you good? Or if I made the stage a circle, would you still get that issue? I'm gonna go to the bathroom, then I'll be right back, and we'll give that a crack. Or we can probably tick off fixed jank collisions. Oh, obviously it's still jank, but that's patch teleporting out of the stage, not not this kind of jank. I'm gonna tick this off, and then we'll get back to fixing this shit. Alright, back we are. Alright. So we're going to cut off the corners of the stage. I'll work out exactly how I want to do that. Ah. Maybe I don't want to attach these to the corners. I think attaching these to the corners isn't the best idea at all. I think I probably just want to make some walls just like off screen. And then just place their fixtures somewhere. So, we're actually gonna fixtures, and we're gonna rip everything out of here. Gonna do that. Yeah, so we still want to create the corners, but no fixtures attached. It's probably not a smart idea to be deleting all this stuff now, because it would have been not a bad idea to reference the top. That's alright. Just for consistency, I'm gonna throw this up here. Alright, so it's time to make the fixtures for the stage. I'm gonna have them keep the default sprite. We don't need anything fancy. I'm gonna put it off stage. There's a minus 32 by 32 will do. This box set shape. Considering whether they're overlapping or not doesn't seem to matter. I'll just have it be the whole room width. Create this, but and we'll go like that. Yep. So it's room width by 16, and the center is going to be room width divided by 2 and 8, and I just add 32 to each because it's minus 32 off the stage. So we'll just leave it like that for the moment, and we'll see if I can run into the top wall or not. Blink. 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 Looks like it's working fine. Just gonna run along, make sure it goes all the way. Yes. Very nice. Okay, so we have one of our corners back. Top. Left. Sure, we'll do left next. And we want 16 by room heights divided by 2. We're not making them all, like the width be the long part, because we're not actually rotating these ones. We'll just make it the box, and then we'll move it to where we want it. So yeah, we'll put it in the same place. Want this to be 8 by room heights divided by 2. Alright, we'll see if that worked. Looking good. Alright, I need this green card to piss off, because I want to run into this wall for a bit longer. Ah, he is still invincible. Yeah, got him. So I mean, if that just fixed the collision stuff, maybe it could have been the rotation of the boxes. It's very possible. I can see how rotation would be jank as shit. We'll see if... It's looking pretty good. Looking very good. Maybe I don't have to go through with that plan. Maybe I just needed not rotated walls. Well, I'll keep ramming my head into here for a while, but that's looking tight. Look, if it works, it works. Well, I could recreate it pretty easily before, and this ain't doing shit. Like, we're probably in there, like... We ain't sure this corner Mercy is not letting us through. I reckon we're good. I'm surprised we're good. But I think we're good. Go bottom, then we'll go right. And of course I'll abuse the crap out of the corners and just make sure everything works, but... It's looking promising. Alright, room width divided by 2, 8 again, that's correct. Yes, room width divided by 2, but for this one we want room height minus 8. Oh, I spawned in a pit. Oh dear. Don't go back in the pit. Yeah, got him. What? Oh, I think the mine killed him. But then he was still in the pit. Oh dear. Oh, I just went straight through that wall. That was very strange. You can collide with it from the back, it looks like. It's just... What? That's a weird... Right, this green card needs to piss off. I don't understand what's going on here. Well, obviously there's some more jank going on. Alright, Yep, kill the green car, get stuffed. What? Why do I go out so easily there? That's so weird. So, I got a pit to protect me this time. Like any collision, I just go to the other side. It's not like it's not there, it's in the right spot. This side, this side's alright. What? That's bizarre. Why does half the wall work fine? The other half do fuck all. Well, it doesn't do fuck all, it does worse than fuck all. It's an anti-wall. Teleports you outside of the stage on purpose. This side works fine, what? Why is the other side fucking struggling? It's so weird. It's so weird. Like, what? Just check that the dimensions and shit are right. It's room width by 16. Yep. Is it minus 32, minus 32? It's just object wall. Then we bind it. Room width divided by 2 plus 32. So that's halfway down the room. Then room height minus 8. I don't see the problem there. It's in the right spot and everything. I don't understand at all why it's just not working. Let's reporting through physics objects game maker. Phasing. Pass through walls. It's not a fast object for me. I'll open that just to make sure I've done stuff right. I've got a question about preventing physics objects from phasing through other physics objects. Our problem started when I decided to add vsync support. Recovery DOS time. Check the positions along every movement. You need pixel perfect collisions or ray based collisions. A good way to check this would be collision lines from XY to new XY. If there's a collision, then move the object in smaller increments. I could set the cars to be bullets. Let's try that actually. We'll see what happens then. Lucky I didn't get clipped by that. No. Nope. No luck. Oh, there's a game jam. Might keep that open for later. That could be fun. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think this is gonna tell me much. They've got a corner here and no one's facing through it. Well, they've got a bunch of tiny objects. And I don't know. I just don't understand what's different on the left side. Oh, you're getting sleepy? It is getting pretty late, huh? Man, I do not understand why this shit happens. Hmm. Oh, I got clipped by that. That's fine. All the other walls are working fine. What's with the freaking weird ass bottom wall? It's not even close to working right. Yeah, I'm gonna make the right wall and see if that changes anything. Or not changes anything. I don't expect it to change anything, but maybe if this acts jank as well, we can work out what's going on. Yep. We want room width -8 and room height divided by 2. That's right. Right wall and bottom wall react the same. Very suspicious. I don't understand why they're acting differently, but they are. If I move them further away from the edge of the room, do they act better? That is a question to be asked. No. I got pitted right off the bat, damn. Oh, don't do that. I wanna see if that bottom corner is working for the right wall as well. No, it's not. What? It's the right wall not working at all. This is strange. Does none of this will work? Oh no, just the top work. No, none of it fucking works. Ah, what is different? Literally nothing. Thank you, fellas. I could try rotating them, but I'm pretty sure unrotating them just like removed the jank. Well, removed some jank, obviously, not all the freaking jank. Walls have plenty more jank to offer. What? It's just so weird though, like half of it working? Like what? So weird. Is it about the size maybe? Maybe I'm making him too big. Objects not working. Game maker. Gravity issues. Physics are not working. Why? Physics game maker. Can these things just piss off? Yes, we're on our own. I'm gonna try rotating them. All walls physics objects? Yeah. Potentially with some issues I didn't think about before, like we're using image angle instead of rotation, which, considering how pitch shenanigans went, I think is quite important. Oh, this isn't gonna fix shit. Oh, what? Cannot set the physics property for object walls as physics have not been enabled for this object. What? I thought they were though. What? Uses physics. Oh, does it not count if it doesn't have a fixture yet? That kind of makes sense. It's a bit of a misleading error for that though. I guess not really. Ins dot phys rotation equals 180. So this is the right wall. For flipping it 180 degrees, I probably want probably want to just flip the signs of all of this. Just go minus room width plus 12 minus 32. This is a right wall, I think. Put the wall in the right place, but it's still jank as shit. What is going on? That's bizarre. Hmm. Make a tile map here. Yeah, this stuff down here is not a problem. That's just making pits. This is making pictures. That's not. If anything, I could turn off. Turn off users physics here. And then I go into level and then just enable physics on the specific ones. What was the command? What's I've 100% used it. Has a pit. V active, alright. 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 Just throw that under a couple things. Oh, I'm a little worried. What? Can't set physics property for object walls. Physics would not be enabled for this object. Oh, that doesn't. Okay. Sure. I'll set it back to normal position. What? What? Huh? Why the shit is that happening now? What? Do you want me to do this now? You look happy? Fucking Christ. What is going on? Oh shit, did it give him fixtures? Don't give him fixtures. Horizontal edges. They might have been alright. I think these ones are the other way around there. Set to -90 because that makes more sense in my head. Yeah, collision shape. Don't have one. I mean, I could do it like this. It's probably a much more intensive way of doing this though. Because this way I'd have like 100 different hitboxes instead of like making 4. Why do the bottom ones still do that? What? What do you mean? My god. Oh dear. Oh dear, 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 dear. Alright, what's this one? Top right. 90. Bottom left. 180. Minus 90. Oh, sorry. This one's minus 90. Bottom right's 180. Wait, can I like... No, I can't just comment everything out. Well, I can, I just have to do it like this now. Wee. Right, so these corners have weird collisions, so I'll fix that at some point. But look, if it fucking works, it works. I'm not gonna cry about a tiny bit more CPU usage. When I say tiny bit, it's like it's a reasonable amount, but again, I want this jank gone, so and you can take your not efficient program. Looks like they still use inst. Not sure if they use fix. They shouldn't. Shit, they should use fix. Do you have any code in you? Not really. Um, I could try making a fixture for these guys. In which case, can I have my chunky shit back? Thank you. I'll just yank that. That's enough. Alright. Physics. Fix. fixture. Polygon shape. I need to look at how we're supposed to do this. Oh, I'll close the other window. Time for a new one. Let's create a polygon fixture game maker. That's important, and that should be important. Alright, that's how we do it. That shouldn't be too bad. So the plan is, we're gonna make a kind of a triangle hitbox, but with, you know, like a bit more of a squarey bulk at the end. So, if we get our picture, this wall corner, we're gonna have point in this corner, and we're gonna, well, actually we'll start from here. We trace around the outside, so we got kind of most of a square, and then we're just gonna do a straight corner this way. The thing about the polygon stuff is you can't have concavity, so I can't go like here. I have to go straight there, because I can't have anything come in here. But you know, it is what it is. It's not that bad. So level. Alright. Physics, fixture, add points, fix. Sorry, we'll start at the point down the bottom, which is, this is a 32 by 32 sprite. It's 8 away from the edge, I believe. Or is it 8 away from the edge? Might not be. I think it might be 16 away from the edge, actually. Oh, it's not, is it? How do I do these ones? Height 32. Maybe it is. No, that is 16 away. Okay. Alright, so that'd be minus 16 plus 32. So starting at the middle, 32 by 32. So plus 32, 64. Minus 16, 16. So 16, 64. That makes sense, I think. So I assume it works this way. I haven't done this before. Alright, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll just double check how they make this one. 3 points to create a triangular shape. So I don't have to close it off, it looks like. Which is nice. So I don't need this last one. Right, so minus 1632, then we want minus 3232. So that's bottom corner. Then we want minus 32, minus 32. That's the top left corner. Just 32, 32. That's the top right corner. And oh, sorry. No, this should be minus. Alright, so minus 16, 32. Then we have minus 32, 32. Then we have minus 32, minus 32. Then we have plus 32, minus 32. Then we have 32, minus 16. And that's it. We don't need that fig active because true, it already is. Yep. Alright, so we make our polygon, we create our instance, we bind it, we delete the fixture, and we play with the sprite and shit. Alright, so we want that. Do we need to delete that? I'm gonna have a little play with something briefly and just see if I can get away with this. Whoop. This screen card needs to go fuck themselves. Fall in the pit. Don't reverse into me. Oh, almost made it. Need the green car off my tail so I can go through a bit more thoroughly. That'll work. So what is this hitbox going on over here? Okay. Now we got a diagonal line. So what am I running to up here? It's a very weird shape. It seems almost like a Z or something. Or like a 7. What? Why is there one here? Alright, we got diagonal line. They go around. Let me in, please. I'm pretty sure it's straight through there. I think that might be the right shape. But I think I was binding them all weird. Like, I just want them bound at 0, 0. So they stay at the center of the object. Whoa, thread the needle, get wrecked. Hmm. It's a bit of a diagonal line there. We get into a flat section. Feels like there's a gap there. I can't tell. Let's see what it's like on the other side. It felt like it was in the right spot-ish. Why is there a line there? What? Where's the diagonal line there? That's so weird. So look, if I draw this, minus 1632. So 64 by 64 shape. Hang on. Maybe it's a order of operations issue? Maybe I need to put that there. Alright. Is it the same? Get just a line. Maybe. Maybe it's still using the default wall as well. Because the default fixture for wall is a big rectangle going this way. Maybe they got a rectangle going through the middle of this, but then they have the diagonal line and all the good stuff going through. So can I delete a fixture? Remove fixture from object. Game maker. There is no way to remove that original fixture. It seems a bit silly, but yeah. Ooh, that's a functional yoink though. Maybe later though. So This tick needs to fuck off. I think this stuff is fine. I don't think that's important to put there either. And the others should work fine. But so actually I'm gonna put that here. Just have fixture. And then we'll create a new fixture for the normal walls. Fix equals physics create fixture create fix equals physics fixture set box shape fix don't need that in front. Half width 64 wide, so 32. Half height 8. Yep. And we'll bind this fixture. Not on 0, 0. We want to... That 0 is right, but it's 32 high. I want to move it down by 8. Don't go too late. It's not that late. It's not that late. I got time. I don't have work tomorrow. I'm good. I'm on a roll. Don't stop me. I could for you. I love you, panels, but I don't get to do this very often. Mostly the point of this stream is to give me some time to do this. Oh, I'm in a pit. I got knocked into a pit again. God damn it. If you do ever feel lonely, let me know, but... Oh. I was worrying. That's not supposed to happen. Alright, how does this corner look? That looked promising. Oh shit, that's not promising. What? No. Is it too short? Well, not long enough. It's 128 long. Might be actually. Hang on. That's not hard to fix. Oh, 64, sorry. No, I dodged the pit. Dodged the pit. Gah. Yeah, got him. Alright, time to poke around all of the walls. Alright, how's these edges looking? Looking real swanky by the looks of it. Looking great. looking great. Phantasmo. I'll have to change the images of those corners probably to make it make more sense. This is great. This is working. I actually think that's a box ticked. Working finally. We did notice that issue though with the mine exploding someone that's in a hole. So I'll quickly fix that. So if not iframes active and not in a pit. Is that how I spelled it? In pit. Yes. Yes it was. Yeah, so that shouldn't happen again. I'm not going to test that just because that's kind of a hard use case. That's kind of hard to test. If there's an issue with it, I'm sure I will run into it at another point. um, Look, this honestly does seem like a logical stopping point. This new and improved collision detection thing is important, but also something that's going to take me like a whole stream. At least probably will take me a whole stream. I think this is a very fair place to end this one. But yes, so final product for the moment. Oh, I spawned in a pit. I'll add that to the to-do before I leave to make sure I don't spawn in pits. Although, nah, it's gonna be part of like hazard generation stuff later, so I guess I don't have to worry about it that much. Yeah, so game so far, we now have working fucking walls that you allegedly can't glitch through anymore. When corners are your problem, remove the corners. We got mines that blow up when you get near them, or when you touch them, or when anything touches them, but then does a big AoE blast, which is cool. Got pits you can fall in. Got iframes working. Got crates you can knock around and speed boost at zoom. Got a proper damaging system in. I think this is shaping up nicely. I'm extremely happy where we're at right now, so I think this is a good place to end. Thank you everyone that watched today, or people that watch later on YouTube. Yeah, I do. It does always feel a lot nicer when people hang out. I enjoy sharing these things with people, and I enjoy it when you guys just join in. So, if anyone is watching from YouTube and you wanted to join a stream and tell me to do outrageous things, please join. I will enjoy your company. No, thanks for everyone that chatted today. Saw Surge for the first time today. It was nice to see Surge. You guys make this very fun. No, yeah, we're at a good spot right now. I'm gonna leave it here. Next week we can. I'm probably gonna keep saying this. Like next week we're gonna work out the collisions with the cars. We're gonna work out if they hit the front, back, or sides, and we're gonna deal damage appropriately. Yeah, the plan to do that is we're gonna have four physics objects surrounding the car, so that when a collision event fires for one of those objects, then we know that side got hit. It's no like sketchy like looking if someone's touching a line or whatever's going on. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Um, I'm a bit late with posting some of my other streams, so I'll get those up either today or tomorrow, depending how tired I feel as soon as I end the stream. No, yeah. See you guys next week.